On this snowy day, the weather, as Brian promises, will get better though. And while we can't go anywhere, why not turn our outdoor space into a perfect staycation oasis? Lifestyle influencer for Rockstella Stonery Betta Ha is back with some great ideas. Good to see you again on Morning Live.
Good to see you too. Unfortunately, the weather is not as welcoming.
I know, yeah. We're going to talk about some outdoor countertops as we create, whether it's the barbecue island or there's so many options available, but it's a whole new ball game, isn't it, when we're dealing with outdoors and what product to use?
Absolutely. If you look outside today, you're not thinking outdoor oasis right at the moment, but what Mother Nature is reminding us is that you have to take her into consideration when picking your materials for outside.
Yeah, so because with the weather extremes. So I know you have some pictures here, some examples. What
Yes.
product you work with most?
Well, this picture here is granite countertops. Granite is a really popular choice because it does stand up to extreme elements. It also does really, really well in different temperatures. It's also UV resistant, so the color won't fade or change. And there's very minimal kind of maintenance that goes with it. It's also super durable and hard so that it won't scratch, which is great when you're, putting barbecue tools or other, even just outdoor tools, kind of using that space.
Yeah, it won't scratch, but it won't crack under temperature extremes?
No, not too. That's what granite is so good. The one thing you do have to consider is granite that has a lot of patterning in it or a lot of veining in it, that can potentially crack because there's fillers when it comes to the veining.
Right. Now, you mentioned heat tolerance, but what about holding heat? And some of the examples you gave were darker colors. Is that an issue outside, the sun beating on it and then touching that surface?
Absolutely. So with granite, because there are a lot of materials that are a lot darker, you do want to kind of steer away from it unless it's going to be more in the shade. So another really good option is porcelain. So porcelain is probably your top choice for an outdoor space. It's very durable, heat resistant, UV and scratch. On the hardness scale, so in this picture here is a porcelain example. Just looks so beautiful and sleek. And also with this material, there's no fear of staining from water damage. You don't need to seal it at all. And if you are leaning towards something with more patterning in it, porcelain is a really good option. If you can get ones that look kind of more like marble, because of this material, you don't have to worry about any type of fillers or anything. So if you're leaning towards something with a bit more pattern, porcelain is really a great option for you.
Yeah, so you get a lot of versatility, and of course it's a much better price point as well, right?
Absolutely. And so you get these kind of options here in porcelain, which kind of looks like marble, but it's actually a porcelain material. So you kind of have that flexibility to choose.
Yeah. Now, when we're putting these countertops in our kitchen, we've talked about sealing in the past. What are the sealing considerations for outside?
So with granite, you still have to do some sealing every couple of years. Just, you could kind of see how much usability there is. And with it being outside, you want to protect your investment. With porcelain, on the other hand, you don't need to do any maintenance whatsoever. It's a little bit more of a tricky material in the fabrication and installation. So you want to find a company like Rockstella who specializes in it, has the tools and the training so that while you're putting your investment in there, you know that it's going to last a long time.
Okay, well, thanks, Betta Ha, for the inspiration. And we will link up Rockstella Stonery at chch.com. And yes, Brian promises spring is going to resume. And we'll resume with more Morning Live coming up.
I'm holding him to it.
Okay.